Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be reviewing the Finnish horror movie Nightborn, which is available to stream on Shudder right now. In the remote Finnish forest, a woman and her husband embark on a new chapter as parents. The isolation of their surroundings should provide the perfect quiet backdrop for their transition, yet the mother's joy is quickly overshadowed by a chilling suspicion about her newborn child. I went into Nightborn with deliberately low expectation. It comes from the same director as Hatching, a film I thoroughly disliked, so I braced myself for something similarly that might be disappointing like that movie. What I found instead was a surprisingly effective and distinctive piece of horror that left me pleasantly surprised. Visually, the film is often beautiful. The Finnish woodland setting is captured with a cold, naturalistic elegance that underscores both the intimacy of new parenthood and the quiet unease that begins to seep into the mother's experience. The performances are strong throughout, particularly in the way the central relationship is portrayed as it frays under the weight of unfor- unspoken fear. The film never resorts to cheap jump scares or sustained atmospheric dread in the conventional sense. It is not especially scary or suspenseful or even particularly creepy. Its power lies elsewhere. What Nightborn does offer is a generally original premise that unfolds with a steady, unsettling logic. The story remains entertaining and engaging from start to finish, even as it grows stranger, interspersed through a sudden out of nowhere moments of explosive gore and violence that catch the viewer completely off guard. These sequences are not constant, but when they arrive, they land with real impact, precisely because the film has otherwise maintained a more restrained tone. There are also flashes of dark humor that provide welcome breathing room amid the escalating oddity. Some of the more outrageous developments in the final stretch may feel excessive or alienating to certain viewers, a reaction that is understandable after reading earlier reviews. In my view, however, these moments are justified. They fit the film's particular wavelength and push its central idea to a logical, if extreme, conclusion. I have to say, the ending itself is strangely sad, yet it feels earned rather than manipulative. It leaves a lingering melancholy that suits the story's emotional trajectory. Now, I need to say the one significant problem that held the film back from a higher score is the near constant sound of the baby crying. It is extremely annoying and becomes a genuine distraction over the course of the runtime. While the choice is clearly deliberate and thematically relevant, it just wears thin and occasionally pulled me out of the experience. That single element is the main reason this sits at a 4 rather than a 5-star review for me. Even with that irritation, I remained invested throughout. Nightborn is not a perfect film, and its more extreme choices will not work for everyone. Yet its originality, visual craft, committed performances, and willingness to lean into the bizarre make it a distinctive and worthwhile entry in the horror genre. So for those open to a quieter, stranger kind of Finnish horror that prioritizes concept and sudden violence over sustained scares, this movie is well worth seeking out. So, as I said previously, my score for this movie is 4 out of 5. I'm not really too familiar with Finnish horror movies. and I haven't seen many, but I'll be interested to see if there's any more Finnish or Nordic horror movies out there. And if you know of any that you'd like me to review, feel free to comment down below in the comment section, and I'll source those movies out and also review them for you. So if you like this sort of content, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more upcoming horror reviews in the future. Peace.